Hi, I'm Julie Hassan and you're watching EDTV. Today we have a special guest chef in the kitchen with me who's making cupcakes, and her name is Lupe Valencia, and she has her own cooking show on YouTube. You want to say a little something about your show?
Yeah, my show is called Lupe's Cooking Show. You can find it under Chef Valencia, and in there I make a lot of simple recipes that anybody can make. It's really quick and easy, and yeah.
Cool. Well, that's why we're together baking today, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm so excited because I don't get to have people in the kitchen with me very often. So thank you for coming. All right, so today we're going to make a recipe from my cupcake cookbook. We're making chocolate raspberry cupcakes. And I thought that that would be a good choice because we have these beautiful fresh raspberries that are in season now. And you can use frozen raspberries, but hey, if you can find fresh, all the better. All right, should we get started?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead. I always like to mix the dry ingredients together first. So why don't we, if you want to start mixing this, and I whisk instead of sift.
Okay.
Okay. Although I did sift the cocoa powder. Okay. So we have our all-purpose unbleached flour. We're going to add to that some Dutch processed cocoa. Don't worry about the recipe. The entire recipe can be found on our website. Okay, we're going to add that in, so if you want to whisk that together. And I did sift it first because oftentimes the cocoa powder will be kind of lumpy, so it's a good idea to sift it. Let's add in a little baking soda and a little sea salt. Do you use sea salt or kosher salt?
Kosher.
Yeah. I used to use kosher salt. For some reason now I use sea salt in my baking. Okay. Beautiful. All right, now let's just set this over here. Here's our sugar. Okay, to the sugar we have some canola oil. Add that in. A little vanilla. I'm not going to measure, but there we go.
Okay.
Usually I measure my vanilla, but we'll just add that in. All right, let's add in part of the milk. And we're using soy milk for this recipe. So this recipe is from my book, but I'm using vegan variations on it today, which is just instead of using regular milk, I'm using soy milk. Beautiful job. Okay, ready? Here, I'm going to start adding this, and you start whisking. Okay, and then, there you go, so you don't get covered in it. How's that?
Good.
Okay. And one of the things about this particular recipe, it's based on an old Depression-era recipe where they didn't use eggs in the baking. So at the very end, when it's just smooth, that looks like it needs a touch more milk. Does it?
Yeah, a little
it
stiff.
All right, let's just add in a little. I might have mismeasured there. I never mismeasure. Okay. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in balsamic vinegar. So what I was saying is that the balsamic vinegar reacts with the baking soda, which makes them rise, so you don't need eggs in this recipe. So we're going to add that in. And I know balsamic vinegar sounds like a weird ingredient, but it works, especially with the raspberries.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, you want to give me your whisk? Shake it off a little bit there.
Here.
And then... Want to fold in the raspberries. Look at those raspberries. You know, I'm going to put in a touch more milk because, like I said, I think I mismeasured.
Okay.
There you go. I'm going to just fold those in. This is so much fun. Thanks so much for making cupcakes with me today.
You're welcome.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I like to use a scoop, and I understand you like to use a scoop as well because it makes them even, and you can just plop it right in. So you want a scoop? Okay. So we have 12. This makes 12 cupcakes, and we have them all lined with these nifty little papers. I get the last one. Yum. I almost licked my finger, but I know you're not supposed to do that. But you can when it's vegan batter because there's no eggs in there.
And you can't get sick.
That's right. So it works okay. Okay, just for the heck of it, just because I like chocolate chips, I'm going to throw a few chocolate chips on top of these. What do you think?
Yeah, that
Does that
sounds
work?
good.
Okay. Just on a couple of them. We'll see how they come out. You can never have too much chocolate, right?
Yeah.
All right, should we go ahead and put these in the oven? We have a preheated oven, 350 degrees. Make sure that it's accurate, because I just had some sort of oven issues. So if you have an oven thermometer, works really well.
Yeah.
Then you can be sure that it's accurate. So let's add these, put them into the oven. And we're going to bake them for about, I think like 20, 25 minutes until they are, a tester inserted in the center comes out clean. How else do you tell?
Like if you press down on the top, it comes straight back up. So
Yep.
it's like a sponge kind of.
Perfect. There you go. We'll be back. Okay, they've been baking and they're ready. You ready to fly?
Yeah.
Oh, they look beautiful, Lupe. Look at those.
I can see the chocolate chips.
Yeah, the chocolate chips look nice, huh? Well,
Yeah.
when we taste them, we can decide whether or not we like them better with the chocolate or without the chocolate. Okay, so while these cool, how about we make the frosting?
Okay.
Okay. Now for this, I've softened some earth balance, and I have some powdered sugar. So if you want to add some powdered sugar in and some of the Dutch processed cocoa, and whip up a frosting.
Okay.
And this frosting is also adapted from my cookbook. All right, you ready? Oh, here, you're gonna probably need a little. You can start and then
Okay.
I'll add a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that looks good.
Okay. Turn it off.
Yep. All right, so now why don't we go ahead and we'll wait for the cupcakes to cool so we can frost them. We'll be back. All right, we're ready to frost. You ready to frost?
Yes, I am.
Okay, they're cool. Don't these look beautiful? This is gonna be fun. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Now I used to like a lot of frosting on mine, but now I find that I like a smaller amount. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. What about you? A lot or a little?
I don't like that much depending on what kind of batter you have.
Yeah.
Like if you have vanilla, I like to keep it kind of medium, but if it's like chocolate and more chocolate, then I like to keep it a small amount.
A small amount. Okay. Well, then we'll do small amounts. Look at how pretty. Isn't that great? Don't worry, I'm gonna let her frost some. I'm not gonna take over. Awesome, Lupe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming today and making the cupcakes. Now wait, you want to tell everybody where your website or your cooking show is again?
Yes.
On YouTube?
Okay, so you can find my shows under Chef Valencia, and it's called Lupa's Cooking Show. It's as simple as that. But again, it's really simple recipes, and they're very good, like different countries and like really good baking pastries and stuff. So you can find it under Chef Valencia. No spaces.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And don't worry about the recipe. You can find the recipe on the Everyday Dish TV website, everydaydish.tv. The recipes are also in my cookbook, 125 Best Cupcake Recipes. And all right, should we go ahead and taste?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Oh, this looks good. Are you ready?
Okay.
Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. With the fresh raspberries in there?
Mm-hmm. Crunchy.
Mm-hmm. Yum. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.
Bye.
For joining us.
Yeah.